Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be doing a quick Q&A video. These are some of the questions that I got from you guys on Instagram about a couple weeks ago, and I've been slacking on the video, so I'm finally putting them out. So I'm not going to waste too much time. I'll go ahead and get started. So the first question is, other than BMW, what other platform would you be interested in? So aside from BMW, as much as I grew to love them, I started with Japanese cars, and in the long run I would love to get into another Japanese car, but I would rather have it be a 90s Japanese car. The thing is with the newer cars, and this goes for any kind of brand, BMW, Audi, Mercedes, maybe Infiniti, Nissan. Well, I don't know about Nissan, but so a lot of the cars that I would personally want to buy, they already come aggressive off the lot. So even though they're not brand new cars, they're semi-new, it doesn't really take much for you to make them look good, which, I mean, it's good in a way because you save money. But the thing is, if you want a car that has its own character, you kind of have to go back to the 90s car. And a lot of people don't want to get a 90s car because it does come with other things you have to take care of. I mean, you have all the maintenance, whether or not be maintenance things, but things just tend to break from being it so old. So that's, including interior or exterior parts just coming off, falling apart by themselves. So there's some 90s cars out there. Obviously, as you guys see, my 95 BMW, it has potential to be something good. And I really want to get into a 90s Japanese car. I would love to have a RX-7, a FD RX-7, Supra, R32 GTR, or eventually a Evo 4 or Evo 5. Those are some of the cars that I would love to have, but obviously with those cars, it's money. So eventually one day, hopefully I'll be able to afford one. But as of right now, it's kind of not in the budget, but there are other Japanese cars that I would like to get. So I haven't narrowed it down to a specific one because I would like to keep my options open. All right, so next question. This one's in Spanish. ¿Cuántos low horsepower tira tu carro? El carro hizo 370 y 400 de torque. Maintenance. That's all it says, but I'm guessing how much or what maintenance have I done to the car. The car has 86,000 miles. The only thing that's been done to the car is the oil filter housing gasket, valve cover gasket, spark plugs, which typically it really didn't need them, but I did it because of the tune. Other than that, the serpentine belt. Obviously I do have a video on that, so it wasn't really too expensive, and that was actually easy for me to do, so anybody can actually do it. Other than that, I haven't really done anything maintenance related, but I do plan on doing the water pump this spring, and obviously doing all new fluids. Next question, wheels or M Sport kit first? With any car, if you already have suspension, I would probably do wheels first. I feel like suspension and wheels just transform the car completely. If you get the right specs on the wheels, you'll be surprised how much the look of the car can change. So that's my take. I would do suspension first and then wheels. My job right now, it's BIM coordinator. So just to make it sure, in case you guys don't know what it is, I mean, when people ask, I just tell them kind of in charge of routing the pipes that go into the buildings. So let's say at your school, the water lines, the water pipes that have to go through that you guys will never really see, but they're usually routed through like all over the building. And so the engineer draws them, and our department is in charge of routing them in the correct way, or like making sure that they don't clash with any other type of services, whether it be ductwork or other type of plumbing pipes. I guess that's the easiest way to explain it. I'm terrible at explaining what my job is, so hopefully you guys are able to understand. Next question is, do you have payments on your cars? If so, what are your thoughts on payments? Yes, I do have payments on the 335, and people would think that it's dumb for you to go all out on a car. And to an extent, obviously, a lot of us don't have the money to drop 20-30 grand on a car. I mean, if you do, you're very fortunate, but a lot of us have to kind of start somewhere. And if anybody tells you, oh, that's not your car, the bank owns it, don't listen to them. That's, to me, that's always something that I felt like it's kind of a dumb mentality. Other people would think that, you know, it's a waste buying a car, making payments on it. Like, they'll rather just buy them straight out in cash. And I mean, I see nothing wrong with, you know, having car payments. It helps your credit. You don't want to buy everything in cash, because obviously at the end of the day, when you really want to get something else, everything revolves around having good credit. So making payments on a car, you know, is very beneficial. And I suggest that everybody at least does it. You know, a couple has 1 or 2 cars to build some credit up. Stock turbos, if so, have you thought about upgrading to pure turbo? I am on a stock turbo, and I would love to upgrade, but right now I really don't have a need. I really don't care how much power I make, because I don't really go and track the car, race the car, whatever. You know, I just want to have something that's reliable and makes good power to wherever. Like, in case I want it, it's there. But I mean, long term, upgrading turbo would be something that I would love to do, you know, eventually. What time do you wake up? So it varies. Some days I'm up at 5:30 in the morning, and some days I'm up at 6. So that's during the week, 5:30, so 6. I try to go to the gym in the morning before going to work, and then, well, it was kind of on and off. So I'm doing it now. I'm going in the mornings, and then you know, obviously I go to work after. So usually I start my day around 5:30, 6 o'clock during the week. Is your exhaust straight pipe? Pretty much. I still have the resonator, but I have a catalyst downpipe and a muffler delete, and honestly it's plenty loud. Sometimes I think it's a little bit too loud, but I don't drive the car every day, and I'm at a point where I don't mind it. So usually, because I do have the music playing, so I kind of, you know, block off all the exhaust sound once I'm actually driving. What did you get the E36 for? With how many miles? I missed my E36. So the E36, I got it for $3,000, and it had 158,000 miles, I want to say. And the thing is, the car did have luckily it had some stuff done to it, so it's things that I really don't have to worry about when it comes to buying an E36. So with the E36, either if you find a stock one, obviously you're gonna have to put some work into it, or also depends kind of how the car's been maintained. So if you can find one in clean condition, do it, because these cars are getting rare, and they're not too rare, but I mean, they're nice to have, and they're not as easy to find in good condition. What kind of catback is your BMW 335? I'm guessing you meant what kind of exhaust is on your 335, and I already mentioned that it's a muffler delete with a catalyst downpipe. Turbo the 836, I would love to. I said I didn't want to, but I would love to have at least maybe push like 6 pounds of boost. Like I said, I don't really care. I'm not much of a high power person when it comes to cars, but you know, I was thinking maybe like 300 to the wheels on the E36 would be fun to have. So eventually, if everything goes well, if I still have the car, I would like to turbo the E36. Where did you get your F30 extensions? Those are from, I got them used, but if you are willing to pay the price, which is $700, I know personally I wasn't willing to pay for it. I wasn't too sure if it was worth paying it, but if you are interested, you can get them from ForceWorks, and they're like $700, which including shipping. So I have to end this short because I am doing this on my lunch break, and it's already at 10 minutes, and I have to get back to work. So I think that's gonna do it for today's video, guys. Some of the questions I know I didn't answer, but I will end up making another video if you guys are interested. Sorry if this was a little not your type, but hopefully this helps some of you guys with some of the questions that you guys had. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. I gotta learn where the button's at. I think it's right here. No, if you're looking at it, so it'd be right here, I think. So do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, and hit the thumbs up. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.